Hello, internet.
Greetings, you boob tube. And other social media platforms that you might be watching this on.
Okay, so we don't have good news.
We have bad news.
We have very bad news.
Very, very bad news.
So this is 7 days of wearing the Zoya Gelie-Cure. So I was hoping for 7 days. It hasn't happened.
We got 1 day.
Okay, yeah, this happened. Which one happened? This one.
It was this guy right here.
Yeah.
Like the day after.
It was a small chip, and then for a few days they kind of were okay. But what's happening now is the free edge lifting. No?
Oh yes. Chipping, lifting, you name it, it's happening.
So I actually had it on one of my nails, and I'm actually very impressed that you actually held on to these, because this is really, really tempting to just peel. This one did well.
Yes, it did.
What else?
This one. The pinkies did well.
So we have 20% success.
That's not good.
Okay, so I don't know what to say. We're gonna soak this off and see how quickly it soaks off.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a soak off test as well. All right, let's soak this off. Do I have enough?
Like, look at the lifting.
It's free edge lifting, and this one had 2 coats.
Yeah.
So the 2 coats does not really help the bond, obviously.
Yeah, because like you can just see it. Like, I mean, but minus the chip, like it's just how
we
far
might not
back.
be able to see you. Yeah, because you're kind of far back. All right.
It was seen. Yeah, like look at this. Look at this.
Yeah. So we're gonna use the remover. And now my question is, it's a 2-minute removal, but I don't know if they're counting like C&D counts from finishing the wrapping. So let's do 2 different timers, because I would like to test when you actually wrap the particular nail, not when you finish all of them, because it takes like 2 minutes to finish
It smells
all
kind
the
of
nails.
good, actually.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, it smells like lavender. I don't like lavender. It stinks.
It doesn't smell. It smells nice. I like it.
Well, good for you.
Yes, good for me.
So yeah, because I do a lot of shellac soak off, and I time myself, and I know that it takes me usually about 2.5 minutes to wrap all the nails. So in theory, if this was truly a 2-minute removal, we would be able to go back to the first nail. Okay, this one did kind of well. There was a little bit of lifting there.
Yeah. Oh, and just so everybody's aware, I did not have my hands in excessive amounts of water. I was not actually hard on my hands at all this past week. I've been
Just
very
don't move too much, okay?
okay, very cautious with my hands.
Yeah.
Not like
You
overly
didn't-
cautious, but I mean, you know, I definitely was mindful.
You didn't purposely trash your nails.
No,
So
I
that
wasn't
we have
using
it
my fingernails as tools for stuff, which I normally do, or, you know, I'm pretty hard on my hands, but no, I was quite good with them.
So funny enough that their polished version lasted better, kind of, no?
Yeah, actually, and I was a lot harder with that than I was with this.
Funny.
And I mean, yeah, like that's really weird.
Yeah.
Because I've never been, again, not that I was trying to be delicate, but just kind of worked out that way that I was just a lot easier on my hands this past week. And here you go. Okay,
so-
now the smell's not so fun.
I know, it's too much of it, eh? Like, you know, it smells bother me now. Oh, this one. Not
And
so
she's not kidding when she says that. Like, lots of smells seem to
Yeah,
bother her
like, I
lately.
don't-
I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but
I'm fussy.
oh yes.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap this. Okay, look at this. 2.5 minutes. So now we're gonna, on the other timer, we're gonna...
I call Photoshop.
We're gonna time this now, and then we'll see how long the removal with the pulling off the product takes. We'll see you back in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Okay. Okay, guys, 2 minutes. You think it's gonna come off?
It'll come off. How easy it'll come off, I'm not too sure. Oh, moment of truth.
Oh, it came in one
The
piece.
hell was that? That was it?
Yeah.
Whoa. That was crazy. Just,
Okay, so I guess you can kind of squeeze it. Okay, so it comes off really, really well. So now I'm going to...
I was very doubtful because we've
I
seen
know.
where other major brands have touted, oh, it only takes 5 minutes. 15 minutes later.
Yeah. Okay, so this, interesting enough, it's your nail that's peeling.
What the heck? What?
Heck. Okay, look at this. Okay, the reason why this magical product is removing so well is because there is a nail polish underneath. Yes, so the removal is freaking fantastic, isn't it? Yeah.
You're not even...
Yeah, it's gone.
Wow.
It's in there. Look, one piece.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What? What? Maybe that's why I didn't adhere as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not bonded the way a gel polish would be
Right,
bonded.
it's not bonded to the actual
To the nail, it's bonded to the nail polish.
And so if the nail polish isn't bonded well, then you're going to run into perhaps what we ran into.
Oh, and this is dirt under your nail.
That's mold. I'm kidding, guys. Just
And you know what?
gotta let you know.
We're gonna leave this a little bit longer. Oops.
Well, no, this one didn't sit as long, right? That was, I think, the last one you did.
Yeah, but it's now 4 minutes later.
Yeah, but the other ones have had a little more time, so.
So yeah, you can just kind of go over.
There's some left on my thumb. I'm gonna get an allergic reaction.
Okay, so this kind of, we're gonna help this a little bit. We shouldn't be helping this, but it's only your nails, so who cares? Oh, 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 oh.
I'm probably scraping my nail off. Never mind.
All right, so let's see. Can I see your nail? Because when you're pointing it up, I can't see.
Well, I want to see.
It's your nails, right?
Because
Okay.
this stuff's like just falling off.
Yeah, so the nails are in a very good condition underneath. There was tiniest amount. So, yeah, so this one, okay, so this was now 5 minutes on. The total removal with the wrapping took like 7 minutes.
And hold on.
8.
8 minutes.
All right. Oops.
Easy there.
Alrighty. This is going to be it.
So what are our final thoughts on this product?
Yeah, I don't know.
I have one word for it. That's it. That's
Wow,
all.
that
Thank you
was-
very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I think of it. Don't get me wrong. I love the idea. I love the removal. Like, there are certain things that I did like about it. But it just didn't hold up. And that's the biggest thing, is it just did not hold up.
Oh, so the viewer is asking which you kind of answered that question. And actually this was a comment on the, please stop.
My fingers have space boots.
Okay, the comment was on the Zoya naked manicure video, and she was saying she touched the dislike by mistake. So our theory is correct. So that she corrected
People
it.
are actually hitting the dislike button by
It's
accident.
too freaking close.
Oh.
Anyway, so she was saying that she enjoyed this video and surprised that it held up so well, especially on men's hand. And she was asking you, what kind of job do you have, and are you hard on your hands?
Well, to answer that a little more in depth, I work in the automotive industry, so you can imagine.
But you're
how
not a
that goes.
mechanic.
No,
You
no,
work on a
I'm.
computer. so that doesn't count.
Can you let me finish, please?
Okay, sorry.
My job does entail a lot of office work. However, there are times throughout the day where things are a little more hands-on.
Physical.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not super hard on your hands, but also not.
Not in my day-to-day job for the most part. In the gym, mind you, I'm hard on my hands. But
Yeah,
that's only
true.
for like, 2 hours a day.
Okay, so that answers that question. And also, someone was asking you, do you always do dry manicure? What bit are you using on the sidewalls? And she was saying that she does the dry manicures and she still uses the cuticle nipper to get the skin that's waving at us. And she's old school and does not buff the nails. Okay, so very quick answer. I don't always do dry manicures. I do like dry manicures. It just, I don't know, I can see kind of everything better, but it just depends on the client. And I use the Erica, I don't have them here, oh here, the Erica bits for the work around to remove the cuticle. And I don't use cuticle nipper unless there is like a piece of torn skin. And I hear that kind of a comment that people only nip the skin that's waving at us. Well, it depends what's waving at us. If it's a proximal nail fault that's waving at us, then you should not be cutting it, in my opinion. I mean, my opinion.
I didn't realize that it waved at you.
Yeah, sometimes people say that it waves.
Like?
Almost, I think. Anyway, so it's not my opinion. It's an opinion of dermatologists and chemists and people that are
That's
knowledgeable in that you should not be cutting the proximal nail fold. So yeah, and the reason why the proximal nail fold sometimes is waving at us or it's sticking up is because people shove it too hard, and it's not good, because the cuticle and the proximal nail fold is the reason for that piece of skin is to kind of seal the matrix. So if you're kind of jamming hard tools underneath, it can cause infection and you're opening kind of yourself to issues in the long run. So yeah, pushing it back gently as far as it will go. Like, I do have some clients that don't come on a regular basis and they do have kind of overgrown, not cuticle, but proximal nail fold. So what I do is I kind of just push it back as far as it will go, but I don't jam it and to lift it all, because I explain to clients that with regular visits, actually I had a client just the other day and she really had like a lot of skin kind of stuck onto the nail, and the reason why it gets stuck sometimes is because it's either irritated from sometimes certain chemicals, and it's kind of stuck onto the nail. So as the nail is growing, it's kind of stretching the skin here. So what needs to happen is for the client to start using the oil and sometimes push it back gently, even with I actually give them this tool, very, very gently, just push it back a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. Once every few days, and that skin around the nail, when the oil is used on a regular basis, and when people use gloves when they're doing dishes and things like that, that skin becomes more elastic and it kind of bounces back much nicer around the nail. So and I explained that when I'm doing the manicure, and people are very open to that knowledge and they understand, because the same client that I was just talking about, she actually stopped getting manicures for a long time because people would cut that skin because I guess they're trying to just make the skin look better, right? But then she would get a lot of peeling because that skin is cut and it starts to peel. So yes, I recommend people to come back every 2 weeks for regular manicures. It makes a huge difference. Okay, so this is it, enough talking. Here is the removal. We're gonna do something else today, and oh, there is a little bit left here on this nail. Here we go. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and
don't forget,
keep watching.
to keep watching, hit that like button, subscribe, notifications, check out our Patreon. Love you guys.
We'll see
Have
you
a good
soon.
one.
Bye.
Bye.